If you have to leave your country, your home, your friends, and your family tomorrow without knowing what will happen, will you do it?
Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. I am Israel.
And I am Ivana. And today we are going to talk about a topic that you have probably heard about many times in the news, on social media, or even in conversations with your family and friends. Migrations and
ICE. This topic creates many different opinions. Some people believe that migrating is a chance to start a new life, while others think about the challenges that come with it. Also, where we were the word ICE. Many people don't really know what it means or what it does.
That's why in this episode we want to explain this topic in a simple and interesting way, using real information. We will also talk about some myths, interesting facts, and stories that help understand the life of many migrants.
So, make yourself comfortable. Let's start. Ivan, before we begin, I want to ask you something. If you have to leave your country, your home, your friends, and your family tomorrow without knowing that will happen, would you do it?
Well, that's a very difficult question. I think I would only do it if I really had no other choice. Leaving everything you know must be very hard. It means starting a new life in a place where you may not know the language, the culture, or anyone. What about you?
I think the same. I believe nobody makes that decision without good means. Many people migrate because they want a better life. They want to project their families, or they want to escape from very difficult situations.
Exactly. Sometimes we forget that behind every migrant there is a story, a family, dreams, and many challenges that we don't always see. So, what is migration?
Now, let's start from the beginning. What does the word migration really mean?
Well, migration is the movement of people from one place to another to live there for a short time or permanently. This movement can happen inside the same country or between different countries.
For thousands of years, people have moved to find better place to live, food, safety, and new opportunities.
That's right. Many countries that we know today were built by people who came from different parts from the world. This is why migration has always been part of human history, like here in America. But now, an important question comes up. Why do people decide to leave their homes?
There are many reasons. Some people migrate because they want better jobs and better salaries to help their families. Others move to study at university that offer better opportunities. Some people migrate to reunite with their families. But there are also more difficult reasons. Some people leave their country because of violence, persecution, war, of unsafe conditions. Others escape from natural disasters like earthquakes, hurricanes, and floods that destroy their homes.
Even though we often hear about people moving to the United States, migrations happens all around the world. Every year, millions of people move to another country looking for a better future.
So, a question to think about. Let me ask you something. If you were in a situation where you couldn't find a job or you couldn't study and your family was in danger, do you think you would try to start a new life in another country?
Honestly, I think I will. Not because I want to leave my country, but because everyone wants to live in a peace and have a better future.
Exactly. This helps us understand that migration is not always an easy choice. Many times, it's very difficult decision because people have to leave behind their family, friends, memories, and the life they know. Here's an interesting fact. Did you know that United States is one of the countries with the largest immigrant population in the world. People from many countries go there to work, study, join their families, or find protection.
And something many people don't know is that not all immigrants have the same immigration status. Some are US citizens, others are permanent residents, and well, some have temporary visas to study or work. There are also people who ask for asylum because they believe it's not safe to return to their country. And some people live in the country without legal immigration status.
Okay, talking about adapting. Some people adjust quickly, but others face many challenges. For example, learning a new language, finding a job, or being far away from their loved ones.
They also have to adapt to a new culture, learn new tradition, and start a new life from the beginning. That's why we can't say that immigration is the same for everyone. Because every person has a different story. Well, now, a fun fact.
Here's another interesting fact. Many immigrants work in very important jobs like agriculture, construction, restaurants, cleaning service, transportation, healthcare, and many other essential services.
Yeah, this means that while they are looking for better opportunities, they also help the economy and the communities where they live. So, well, what is ICE?
Yeah. Now that we understand more about the life of immigrants, let's talk about an organization that we often hear about of the news. ICE.
ICE is an organization that is often mentioned when people talk about immigration in the United States.
But what do these learn means?
Well, ICE stands for Immigration and Customs Enforcement. It was created in 2003 and is part of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security.
Okay, its main job is to enforce immigration and custom laws. It also investigates crimes like human trafficking, smuggling, fraud, and other international crimes. So its work is not only immigration.
For example, ICE investigates human trafficking organizations. It also works on cases related to smuggling and other international crimes.
Another responsibility of ICE is finding people who may have a deportation or after the legal immigration process. It also works with other law enforcement agencies during criminal investigation. So, why does ICE create different opinions?
This is where the topic becomes more complex.
Yeah, some people believe ICE is necessary because it helps enforce immigration laws and fight crimes like human trafficking.
However, other people criticize some of its actions. They say that some arrests and deportation have caused fear in immigrant communities and separated families.
Oh yeah, and that is why this topic creates a lot of debate. Some people believe that security and following the law are very important. Others believe it also important to protect human rights and help people who immigrate because in difficult situation. In other words, there are different points of view.
Well, now it's time for a fun activity. Let's play myth or fact. I will read a sentence and you tell me if it is a myth or a fact.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Well, all immigrants in the United States are there illegally. Myth or fact?
Many people are U.S. citizens, permanent residents, or have student or work visas. Others are in legal immigration progress, like asking for asylum. Every case is different. Now it's my turn. People migrate only because of money. Myth or fact?
Well, that's a myth. Because many people move for jobs, but other migrate to study, join their families, or escape violence. war, persecution, or natural disasters.
Okay, another question. Migration has existed for many centuries? Myth?
That is a fact. People have migrated for thousands of years to find safety, food, work, and better opportunities. Well, now it's my turn to answer.
Okay.
Migration only benefits migrants. Myth or fact?
Myth. Many migrants also help to the economy, culture, and the development of the countries where they live.
Yeah, well, now we're now at the end of our podcast, and we hope this information has helped you understand migration and the role of ICE a little better. But well, now, how does migration impact society?
Ivan, after everything we learned, do you think migration has a positive or negative impact?
I think it can have both. On one hand, many immigrants help the economy. They work in hospitals, schools, restaurants, farms, factories, and many other places. They also bring new cultures, language, and tradition and ideas.
I agree. Many cities have become richer because of cultural diversity. Food, music, art, and tradition from different countries make communities more interesting.
Of course, they are also challenges. When many people arrive in a short time, governments need more schools, hospitals, homes, and public service. This is why it is important to have immigration policies that are organized, fair, and respectful of people's rights.
So, final question. Before we finish, we want to ask you one last question. Imagine you had to leave your country tomorrow. What would you miss the most?
Well, I will miss my family, my favorite place, or traditional food, and all the little moments that make me feel at home.
Okay.
What about you?
Okay. I will miss my friends, my traditions, and the feeling of being in a place that I know well.
Yeah, well, to finish, we went to say that migration is not only about borders or documents. It's about people, about families, it's about dreams, and it's about the challenge of starting a new life.
Really. The rule of ICE remind us that countries have institutions that enforce immigration law. At the same time, this topic teaches us the importance of respect, empathy, and dialogue when we talk about people and their histories.
Yeah, well, this is the end of our podcast. We hope you learned something new, and that is, this topic inspired you to keep learning.
Thank you very much for listening and for joining us on this journey to learn more about migration and ICE. I am Israel.
And I'm Ivana, and thank you for listening, and see you next time. Goodbye.